If you want to drive more views on YouTube, it's imperative that you take the time to identify opportunity. Here's what's up. There is so much opportunity here on YouTube when it comes to increasing your views. But it's very important for us as YouTube creators to identify how we're going to make it happen. From visual impact, that's your channel header, your thumbnails, your playlist organization, all the things that you can do to drive more views. It's also incredibly important that you take the time to identify, research, and figure out what keyword phrases are going to be easier for your channel to rank for. Hey, it's Brian G. Johnson. I'd like to welcome you to the video replay as well as the live broadcast if you're here right now live. It's a pleasure to be with you on a fabulous Sunday. And here's what's up. Super excited today, not just to take a look at your channels, but my goal today is to really be able to identify how you can drive more views. That's what's coming up in just seconds. By the way, if you're new to me and you haven't subscribed, if you want to not only upload but amplify your videos, consider subscribing. Now, down below in the description, I'll drop a timestamp. Just click that and that'll get you straight into channel reviews and really uncovering different ways in which you can research keywords and more. So just check out the description. I'm going to spend just a few seconds here and say hello to some of these amazing people that are here on the live stream. Gang, what's happening? I see Cutting the Caboose is in the house. Welcome, my friend. Great to see you. Hopefully the audio, again, we've done about 20 audio tests here with OBS. I think we're getting better slightly. Hopefully it's not too bad. Saro, it's great to see you. Welcome. And Finishes, I'm not sure about that channel name. Hopefully I got it right. Welcome. Lily, it's great to have you on board. And Married Jen, welcome. Good to see you. Wonder Web, nice to see you. Who else do we have? Sports Authority HD. And Eric with Rev Match is in the house. Welcome, everybody. Here's what's up. Today is kind of special. I'm sitting on the eve of 20,000 subscribers. Imagine 20,000 subscribers. And along the way, I've made so many mistakes. I've screwed up, I've messed up, and yet every day I got just a little bit closer to the success that I was after. And that's exciting for me to be able to share my journey. You know, it hasn't been perfect, but yet, nonetheless, I have moved forward. I have been able to gain those subscribers, drive the views, make money, launch the books, do all the things. And today, my goal, like I said, is I'm going to be taking your channels. And I don't want to just review your channel. I want to give you a really great opportunity to dramatically increase the views to your channel. That's going to be happening in just a bit as I configure some of the settings here. And let's see if I can see how many. Where did I see that? Oh, there we go. 45. Welcome to you. I so appreciate that you've taken the time to be here. Let's do this. Let's spend 10, 20, maybe 30 minutes with Q&A. And I want to give you what I would consider to be a very helpful idea right now. Think about asking very specific questions about how you can get more subscribers. Because I would imagine many of you, your question is, how can I get more subscribers? And that's a very open-ended question. Instead, think about all the things, the equipment, the SEO. Think about maybe the thumbnails, your slogan. Do you have a brand? The logos, the playlist, the audience retention, and on and on. And when you start asking questions about all of those things, very detailed things, Holy smokes, cutting the caboose. Thank you so much. Gotta say, for those new, since I started following advice of Nick Nimmin and Brian G, my channel has lit up like a freaking Christmas tree, people. I tell you, Nick Nimmin, I feel so honored to be not only a peer to Nick, but a friend. We have exchanged so many ideas. And just a year ago this time, I had 1,000, 2,000 subscribers. Nick had about the same, and we have both grown so much. Cutting the caboose, really excited today. I'm going to take a look at your channel. And here's what's up. If you guys want me to look at your channel, I'm going to do that. I would like to find some diversity, maybe a gamer. We're going to look at a little bit more into channels and how to drive views. But again, you know what? It really starts off with becoming a better YouTuber. That's the camera equipment, that's filming, that's editing, all those things. So let's spend just a little bit of time over the next maybe 20 minutes, and I would love to answer your questions about those things, and then we'll go in and cutting the caboose. I will make sure to give your channel another look. Thank you so much for the super chat, and you're a Patreon. Man, that just means the world. 3 crazy sisters in the house, everything geek. Yankee Outdoor, Kill Creations, Jay is in the house. Welcome. Welcome, great to see you all here. Let's do some Q&A. Drop me a question and I will respond. Cheers. Let's get this live stream off to a fabulous start. Hey, do me a favor, share this out, drop some comments, do those kind of things, and we'll take a look. Yo, Hunter Seuss, Everything Geek says, I do pranks and my channel is nuts. The pranks are crazy. Awesome. Great to hear it. Pranks are a lot of fun. Excellent. Well, I gotta say, cutting the caboose, I just read your comment about paying it forward. I so appreciate it, and I'm glad that the ideas that I've shared have helped. And you mentioned my pal Nick. That guy is amazing. So great to see you here. And hopefully, are we okay, guys? Hot Gaming, Brian, do you like the use of intros, or do you prefer the use of lower thirds? You know, honestly, Hot Gaming, I think it really depends on each individual intro. The thing I'd say is the more unique it is to your channel, the more different it is from other YouTubers, the better. One of the things I see a lot with YouTubers is they use the same tools online and they create intros that are very, very similar looking. And that's not what you want to do, because then your videos become similar to everyone else's. You don't need an intro. I'll say that right out of the gate. You absolutely do not need an intro to be able to move forward and get results. And furthermore, if you're just starting out, I would think about removing an intro and maybe adding one later when you can think of something that is very unique and different. Okay, I saw your intro. I think you posted it to the Tube Ritual group on Facebook. And honestly, it wasn't bad, but it wasn't that unique or different. So, you know, when I think of intro, there's a few parts to a video. The hook, the first 15 seconds. If your video is about how to play PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds, and you mention that right at the beginning, that's going to hook people that are interested in that. Focus on the hook and then get straight into the content. You don't have to have the intro. I have one. I might stick with it. People have said they like it. It is different. You know, I didn't go to a website and click some buttons to make an intro. I hired a graphic designer and so on. So something to think about. Another thing, cutting the caboose, I think mentions intro. Yeah, 20 seconds for an intro. I'm glad cutting the caboose, you're shortening yours up. 20 seconds is an eternity. I have seen some huge channels and they've done well because they were already big. right? Like I'm thinking of authors and entrepreneurs that they have huge followings and they have intros that are far too long and I've left. If you're starting out and nobody knows you, and if you're starting out and you don't have subscribers, then 5 seconds or less. Now that being said, I'll tell you a secret. My intro is about 5.4 seconds. Close enough. Okay, 5 seconds is a great rule of thumb. Who's going to watch 20 to 30 seconds of nothing? I know, right? Hey, Wise Dude 50, welcome, high five, bam. What else we got? If you're not part of Tube Ritual on Facebook, you should join an amazing community. So Kill Creations is talking about our wonderful Facebook community of YouTubers. We'll hit 5,000 active members. Now, not active members, but we have literally hundreds of people that help support each other inside of Tube Ritual on Facebook. So if you want to be a member there, just jump over to Facebook, search for Tube Ritual, and we'll hook you up. You know, Sorrow, yes, Sorrow, we'll take a look at your channel. Cutting the Caboose has mentioned, you know, she just wanted to pay it forward, and thank you so much for that, Cutting the Caboose. Sorrow, we'll look at your channel in just a moment. In fact, let me pull that up. One moment. There we go. Excellent. So yours is on deck first, my friend. Pixie Dust says, married with Jen. Can you check my channel and give me tips? I will in a bit, possibly. Right now, I'm just answering some questions, and I drink a lot of bubbly water, and then I get some bubbles right here. So hey, let's do a little bit more Q&A. I would love to address your questions. Let me see if I can dig one out here. Wise Dude says, definitely best to hook the viewer. Totally agree. You got to hook the viewer very early on. Any questions besides review my channel? Brian, what kept you motivated? Trend fusion. You know what's really interesting, and maybe, did you ask this question in the Facebook group? You may have, or else it's just coincidence. What kept me motivated? How do you continue to move forward? How do you make the videos when nobody's watching? I'll be honest, for me personally, I have really come to love the journey. I've been an online entrepreneur full-time now since like 2003. I've made great money with affiliate marketing. I've sold my own products. I've built lists. I've leveraged Facebook, and I've always really enjoyed video. And when I began online trying to build a tribe, because you might think none of that stuff has anything to do with YouTube, but it actually does, because if you want to make money, you've got to build an audience of people that like your stuff. And here's the thing, when you start out, you're putting all the energy in, and you feel it, but nobody else does. And the fact of the matter is that you have to keep going forward. And over time, people will see you're very serious about results. And over time, they're going to be more likely to check out your video. So how do you stay motivated? Honestly, you've got to find that motivation yourself. You've got to find something you really like doing. If you don't really love making videos, it's going to be hard. I have plenty of days where I'm like, man, I'm just beat. I don't want to edit a video today, or I don't want to film a video today. Like, how am I going to be able to move forward and really 53. How can I move forward and get those results? You know, and it was hard. But you know what? I knew that if I stayed consistent And if I knew, and this is the big one right here, I knew if I focused on creating videos that other people really dug, that I would get results. Quite frankly, so many people, they really don't take an internal look at what they're doing objectively. They're not honest with themselves. You know what? When someone comes to your video, either A, they're going to get value from entertainment or information. And somehow you've got to deliver that value. People get value from entertainment or information. And if you don't deliver that in the way that they want, and that is what's tough. If your audio sucks, like hopefully this audio is okay. Hopefully the picture quality is okay. It doesn't have to be amazing, because if you're able to create an engaging video or message or live stream, people will stick with it. But that's how I did it, is I knew if I kept on the path, if I kept practicing, I would grow. And honestly, you know, if you're just not that into it, if you've published 5 videos and you're asking yourself, I'm not sure, maybe this isn't for you. It takes so much time. It takes so much energy. But the other side of that is when you start dialing it in. And when I say dialing it in, what does that mean? When you're able to create videos that other people really enjoy. When you're able to satisfy their needs and wants, you will grow. And when you start seeing that happen, it's electric. But you've got to be willing to go through the paces, and it's hard. Blake, hello Blake, nice to see you, says, I use the technique you talk about for more views and YouTube search. It works for sure. I stayed implementing these techniques for about 4 weeks now and have top rankings in YouTube search. Great job. There you have it. Blake, I'm so glad that you're using the strategies and tactics that I've shared to increase your views. So well done. Yeah, so Mary Vlog says the hard part is staying consistent, and man, isn't that the truth? And you know, a lot of times when people mention, you know, those they follow online in terms of learning how to do video and learning how to leverage YouTube, if they mention me, they're probably mentioning Nick. And without question, I don't think there's been one YouTuber that I've seen in the last 15 months that has been more consistent than Nick has. Like, he uploads religiously. He'll stay up all night long and he'll miss sleep in order to upload. And that is something that is very rare. No, I'm not into the whole Discord, but VIP, man, if you want to jump over to Facebook, I've got a great group of Facebookers. Is that a thing? You guys ever heard of Facebookers? Hey, Caveman Ethics, welcome, high five. Check out Tube Ritual on Facebook. That's a YouTube group with over 4,000 members, very active. Jump on that. I'm not into the whole Discord thing. I really focus on a very few things. Unless I always focus on less things, and I just don't, to do a Discord thing, like I'm on Facebook all the time. I'm on my YouTube channel, live streaming, making videos, and so on. Yes, my pal Nick Nimmin. How do you rank tags highly if your content is not the only content like it? That's a great question. And I'm going to, who asked that question? How do you, Super Excel Gaming. Here's your answer. Let's jump in a little bit and we'll go check out some transition. Okay, Saro, we're going to check your channel up in just a second. How do you do tags? How do you do tags? Well, if you search for this, YouTube tags, and you'll notice there are 51 million results. My video is number 2. And what I recommend, my friend, is if you want to learn how to do tags, do this. Follow the advice in this video, because this stuff...
What's up, guys?
Hey, Carly. Well, dang nabbit all. Check this out. Guys, look at this. This is exciting. Okay, not only is this video ranking very high for YouTube tags, #2, but if we scroll down here, okay, and you look at all these tags, they're also ranking. YouTube tags to get views, #3. YouTube tags 2017, #2. Do that and you will drive more views. Can you dig it? Can you dig it? How you doing? What's cracking? My name is Brian G. Great to have you here. I am into science experiments. I am into publishing videos here on YouTube with the aim of growing. If you'd like to sit in on some of my ideas on how I've grown my channel too, we're going to hit 20,000 subscribers in hours, and you helped me do it. Thank you so much. Well, make sure to subscribe. Get lost, are we? No, we're not getting lost, Jen. I'm just rambling. I can always find myself, though. And there's Kim. Welcome. Kim, good to see you. How do I know if the soccer nerd says, how do I know if the channel is growing or not? 2 or 3 subscribers, 20 to 40 views per day is... Here's the thing. When you're actively focused on YouTube, it's like watching that pot of water and you're waiting for it to boil. The more you can just focus on your next video or your next live stream or publishing more content or how you're going to make it better, the better you're going to do. When I go back and I look at my channel over time, I can see a pretty nice gradual increase in views and subscribers. But in the moment, like day to day, it feels like, you know, is it really working? I have plenty of days where I'm tired, you know, all the energy in live streaming like I'm doing right now and publishing videos wears me out. So the best thing you can do is to focus on your next video. People often ask, how can I get more views to my old videos? Publish a new video and try to make it better than what you did last week. And when you're done with that, do it again. And when you continue with that mindset, I'm going to move forward and I'm going to do everything possible to improve the overall quality. You will win. So Aqua to see. What's my turnaround for a video? Concept to finished video. Well, one of the things I do first is, great question, by the way. I mean, I think we all want to know how we create our videos and stuff, right? So if I come into my iPad, the first thing you'll notice is I do a lot of work, and let's see if there we go. I do a lot of work on my iPad, and there's the thumbnail I made. And also on my iPad, I've got the Notes app. And these are all different video topics, right? And if I open this up, I come into published, and these are all videos, ideas that I've published. So it starts off for me with different ideas. And as I have an idea, I could be out walking my dog. I've got my phone with me. I take my idea and I put it on the Notes app and it's there. And then I might be waking up in the morning, my wife goes to work, and I say, well, let's film some videos. I open up the Notes app, and then I've always got a few video ideas that I'm working on, bullet points, and then I take a few of those videos, and I usually film, at least 2 videos, as many as 3 or 4. When I film, it takes me approximately 2 to 3 hours to film those 2, 3, or 4 videos. And then each video I edit takes me about 4 to 5 hours. So it probably takes me from concept to completion, I would say probably 6 to 7 hours per video. That's a lot of time, especially when you look at, you know, I'm publishing 3 videos a week and now I'm throwing in a live stream, but it works for me. Super Excel, what should you keep similar about your YouTube videos? Choose a theme and stick with it. The further away from the theme you go, the less likely people that have subscribed are going to want to watch. Example, if you're covering gaming and cooking, okay, this is PlayerUnknown's Battlefield and Quake, and you're publishing videos and you're doing great with Quake, people are subscribing, and then you're like, how to make chicken piccata? These people playing Quake, they're eating Doritos and they're drinking Mountain Dew and they're not watching that. So the further you stray, then the less likely you're going to drive views with your subscriber base and you get demoralized. Now, here's what's up. I've seen some people and they're like, that's okay with me. I want to do what I want to do. It's my channel. That's cool. But if you want to grow, that's something to think about. Okay, Sorrow, are you still around? Sorrow, are you in the house? We're going to take a look at Sorrow's channel now. In fact, Sorrow, please start chatting in the chat right now. I want to see your chat. I want to ask you questions, and I really want to give you ideas to help you move forward. So just give me yes, great. Okay, Sorrow, do you train any particular type of dogs? And again, like I said in this live stream, my goal is to be able to give people specific ideas on how to drive more views. We're going to look at thumbnails, playlists, keyword research, and more. So Sorrow, short, sweet answers. Are you training any particular type of dogs, or is it pretty open, and so on? And what we're going to do now is go to display capture. So many buttons. So guys, this is Sorrow's channel, and he is a dog lover, and he does a great job with dog training. And he says, hey, do me a favor, please don't spam emojis. That's just kind of obnoxious. So Sorrow says, all kinds of dogs, but I train dog owners. Okay, so the first thing, Sorrow, is I want to mention to you to think about how other people are thinking. So it's kind of like if they're looking for training, you want to lead with that. You know, if that's what they're searching and thinking about, dog training, then lead with that. So the first thing I would do is start taking a look at the search terms, okay? Now, you have mentioned your thumbnails, and I love the thumbnail styles that you have and whatnot. And here's what I'm going to recommend, okay? That your style right now is very easy to comprehend and read. We talked a little bit about this video here, how to get my dog to listen to me. How to get my dog to listen to me. What I would do in this particular example of your thumbnail, and let's see how responsive it is. A little bit bigger, great. So I just increased the size. Let's talk about your thumbnail first. The more simple you can craft and create your thumbnails, the better. And here's what I mean by this. When somebody first sees this, they may figure out the whole can and the wire, but understand it's very, very small in search. How to get my dog to listen to me. Let me show you. Okay, so you've targeted this keyword phrase. Great. And now we're going to scroll down. I saw your video, by the way, was ranking. And there's your video. Okay, so this is what people are doing. And I think this works fine. I think it's fine with the can. But that being said, I might skip the can just because it's less elements for the brain to have to comprehend. And maybe what I would do for the text of your thumbnail would be listening skills, or train to listen. That would be the text I would use. Training to listen, or maybe again listening skills, and just play around, listen and practice and whatnot. Pretty darn good. I think you're doing a great job. And at this point, you know, you are competing against a lot of videos that have a crazy amount of views. This video was published 5 years ago. It's got 500,000 results. This video was published 5 years ago. It's got 4 million results. This video is published 4 years ago. It's got over 200,000 results. So the first thing I want you to think about is that it's very hard when you launch a new channel that is very big on YouTube, because you're competing against all these old videos, but already you're doing a good job of targeting keywords and whatnot. What I would do is, when you're creating videos, I would really pay attention to the top 20 results and identify how competitive it is. And really, like, when I look at how you're doing, I think you're doing pretty good. And hopefully you maintain this ranking after a week, right? We can see right now you've got the new tag and so on. So you're doing great. And I see this as pretty darn competitive. So I'm going to look for a similar keyword phrase that's not as competitive. Get your dog to listen. Okay, so I'm going to start off with, I see a couple different keyword phrases. I'm going to start off with the shortest one. And the first thing, and I'm seeing a lot of the same videos right out of the gate. And there's your video again. So awesome, very good results. There was another keyword phrase here too. Get your dog to listen to you. Let's take a look at this one. Get your dog to listen to you. Again, it's very, this type of a video is very, very similar, but there was still this keyword phrase too. And sometimes these will lead to different results. Bingo. This is exactly what I'm talking about. The reason I said bingo is, did you guys see what happened here? We went from this, okay, we went from 35 million results. No problem, Zaid. He does it again. Oh boy. Did you guys see that though? Look, 35 million results. And now we simply do, look at this keyword phrase, how to get your dog to listen without treats, and it's 15,800. Okay, now still, and this is what I want you to see, okay? So now I've identified a video in the top 10. It's only 2 years old. There are only 6,800 views. Compared to the other results, this is an indication that this keyword phrase is easier to rank for. So Sarl, this is a great way of how you can identify keywords that are easier to rank for, right? And there you are again. It's almost, you have oh, this is 2 months ago. So this is a different keyword phrase. And what I would do first of all, so this is really helpful. Now we find another one of your videos, and sure enough, check this out. You're about number 8 or 9 or so, maybe 10. In this video, you started off with dog training tip, and then you've got a pipe, and then you've got teach your dog to sit without treats. Moving forward, I would find these long tail keyword phrases, and I would target these types of phrases. So, and that's all I would add to your title, is just this. And what I would do is, before you publish, take the time to really identify keywords that are less competitive. And by less competitive, we're always looking at the video results for those, and it looks like my stream is a little choppy. Hopefully the stream is okay, guys. My internet connection is a little tough. Let's look at another video here and try to give you some ideas, my friend. Puppy socialization basics, how to socialize your puppy. Okay, so you published this a bit ago. Yeah, I've been lagging. So it looks like it looks like my connection is improved, and and it went bad again. I've got a crappy connection. We'll do the best we can. So Saro, check this out. Here we have again another video, puppy socialization basics, and then the pipe. I would really focus on identifying a keyword phrase and putting only that, like you've done here, into the title of your video. So in this case, what I'm going to do is let's come here.
In this video, I'll explain.
So I'm going to search for dog socialization. Okay, now I'm going straight to dog socialization because I want to stem longer keyword phrases based on this. So now I see a dog socialization training tips. So now I'm going to keep going, and I'm looking for a key, and check this out. Okay, 54,000 results. And again, 2 years old, 4 years old. I'm looking at how old the videos are. 8 years old, but look, 60,000 views. That tells me that if you can create a video that has pretty good retention, you can do okay. But really what I want to do is keep trying to dive down dog socialization training tips. Let's take a look at that. And again, we've dropped down to now 32,000 results. And now here we go. This is exactly, Saro, I hope you're really understanding the power of this, because now the number1 result for this keyword phrase that contains dog socialization training, dog socialization tips. It's got all these keywords baked into it, and now there's one video that is only 9 months old with 3,400 views. And if you put only this into your title, I bet you'd do very well. So that's something to think about. And again, if we look at these other videos, 4 years, 45,000 views, 100,000 views. 2 years ago, 13,000 views. And one of the things I try to do, and this goes for everybody, okay? Everybody, is I want to find videos that are ranking well by small channels. Did you guys get that? I'm going to say it again. My goal is to identify a keyword phrase where a small channel is ranking in the top 5. If you do that, I promise you're going to be able to increase the views to your channel. Does that make sense? The goal is to identify a keyword phrase where there is a small channel ranking in the top 5. And you want to identify that exact keyword phrase, and you want to put that in your video title. So this is what it looks like. Okay, so guys, check this out, right? Dog socialization tips, 32,000 results. If I hover over the channel, you'll see this channel only has 559 subscribers. And this is exactly how to move forward. So, Saro, these are some of the strategies and tactics that I would focus on in order to increase your results. And if you do this and you're very, very specific, and you only add the keyword phrases that you find up in the search bar, that's the only thing you add, and you go through the results like I've just shared, you're going to be able to move forward and increase the views to your channel over time. It takes time, it takes effort, but it's absolutely possible, and I'm confident that you can do that. So, Saro, one last tip. I would think about creating 2 or 3 types of dog training playlists. Okay? 2 or 3 types of dog training playlists and then match your thumbnail styles to those playlists, and always use the same type of thumbnail in each playlist. And I'm going to show you again. If we go to my channel, I'm going to come in here, and I share this a lot, but I want everybody to see what this looks like. So these are my recent uploads, okay? These are my YouTube algorithm thumbnails. They're always red. These are apps for editing video, yellow. These are iMovie iPhone tutorials. They all look the same. That gives my channel a look. That lets people know that my channel is well thought out. That gives people a chance to stop. Like, when people see that, they go, oh, something is here. The more you think out your channel, now you've identified a good thumbnail look. It looks great. I think it will work very nicely for your channel and mimic my design. Now, it's not what I came up with. I just saw other people doing it, and I did the same thing. So hope you found that to be very helpful. Do we have any gamers in the house that are also Patreons? Hey, Ben, Miss Mick Fuzzy Lugs. What's cracking, my friend? Another member of the Tube Ritual group on Facebook. Nice to see you. Selena, I saw your message, and I will definitely do my best to get to you today or someday in the future. Right now, I am wondering, do we have any gamers in the house that are Patreons? Yes, Ben McFuzzylugs, I said at that time, and I'm glad that you caught me too. Welcome, my friend. Okay, so 3 Crazy Sisters, I'll get you next. I don't see anybody live in the stream this moment that is a Patreon, and here's what I want to let you know. Patreons come first because they're supporting my efforts on this channel. I want to provide everybody a chance, but that being said, Patreons, Super Chats come first. I hope you understand. It would be uncool of me not to support these folks that are supporting me moving forward. Selena, chat something again so I can find you easily, and I'll pull up your channel and we'll have a look. So Selena, just give me a chat. It's funny about people not getting notified. Hey Selena, drop me a chat please, and I will check out your channel. Hey, Top Shelf VA, nice to see you. Okay, I'm scrolling for Selena. I'm scrolling. Excellent. And there she is. You didn't get notified. What's going on? What's going on with that, YouTube? People aren't getting notified. Okay, guys, we've got another channel review, and here's what's up. I know you'd love me to look at your channel, and honestly, I'd love to do that too, but there's one of me, and there's about 50 of you, and quite honestly, there may be some ideas you're able to sort through when I review Selena's channel, so let's take a look. Budgeting, keto diet, lifestyle. Join me on my journey through life. Videos every week. Okay, first off, let's talk about your channel art. It looks lovely. It's well thought out. That is a plus. You're heading in the right direction, but I think we can do better. First off, I would absolutely change the color of your channel art to anything but white. The YouTube website, the background is gray and white just kind of goes away. You want to have something that really pops and stands out. Furthermore, videos every week. Okay, that's kind of to be expected. People that are going to subscribe kind of expect regular videos. What I would do is remove this. I don't think this is helping you at all. Videos every week. It doesn't tell people when. If you want to commit to a schedule, awesome. Then say videos on Wednesdays and Fridays. Other than that, I would let it go. And furthermore, this join me on my journey through life. Now, you mentioned in the chat, you mentioned that you're like focused or struggling with the branding. That's okay. Just keep with it. And furthermore, my book, I don't know if you've read Tube Ritual, okay? And I want to just pull this up because not everybody knows that, you know, there is a book. But this book is available in Patreon. You can download the digital version in PDF form, or you can download it in a Kindle, Mobi file, and I talk about branding, and that may help you out. Think about a slogan like think different, or just do it, or amplify your video. Think of a slogan and stick with that. And I would get rid of join me through my journey through life, because it's just not descriptive enough. So that's something to think about as we move forward. Okay, I would change that. And again, the color. Also, lifestyle. I would get rid of lifestyle. Like, what does that even mean? Like, I totally understand budgeting. And here's the thing, like, if you do a channel about budgeting, you can create a really cool brand message about budgeting, and you can put that here. Or if you're about keto diet, then great. You can create a value proposition, a tagline about that. But right now, you're doing both. I would get rid of lifestyle because I just think it means I like to talk about a lot of things. And in that case, I would just, again, work on your branding, something unique and different that separates you from others. Okay, so we did that. Your thumbnails look pretty darn good. They're clean, they're easy to understand. I think you're doing a great job. A couple ideas. First of all, when you do a thumbnail, think about thirds. Okay, how can I do this? Rule of thirds. There we go. Bam. This is exactly what I wanted to find. Images. This is excellent. When you look at my thumbnails, when you look at Nick Nimmons, notice I'm in the left. I'm in the left third. I'm in the right third. I'm in the left third. Or no, that's the right. I'm in the right third. I'm in the right third. And one of the things I see on your channel is you're in the middle. I think you'll do better if instead you put yourself in the right, or you put yourself in the left, and then you'll have all this room for text. Okay, you'll be able to incorporate your face, which is very powerful, and you'll have more room for your text. So that's a tip I'll give you right now. Lifestyle, where have I been? Okay, big project updates. Do better with your channel or with your title. Thank you guys for the super chats. Really appreciate it. You are all so amazing. Think about like this video here. Big project updates Selena.
Hi guys, welcome to my channel. If you're new here, for about nearly a month now, just with everything life, money, food, our pain conditions and stuff like that. I don't know, like, let's get along the road. I'm not doing it, so yeah. But we're back on track, so actually gonna.
Okay, so Selena, here's what I'm gonna share. Okay, I was hoping to pull out like the main topic of this video, and these kinds of videos do really well when you've got 10,000 subscribers and you're connecting with your subscriber base. But as you're growing, right, as you're growing and you want to grow a channel, then I would say really try to focus to one main topic type. And the reason being is you can connect that to a search term. Now, I'm sure you've done that, and I've seen some other things. Shaving my head in this video. Will it suit me? No motivation. How to get out of a funk. Okay, right here. Let's take a look at this. Okay. How to get out of a funk. Getting out of a, there we go. Getting out of a funk. Get out of a funk. Getting out of a funk. Motivation. What I would do is be really specific, like no motivation, pipe, how to get out of a funk, pipe, and then Selena Ryan. This is something that so many YouTubers do, and if you're doing this too, then I'm going to suggest that you don't. What I'm talking about is adding your channel name to your video title. Nobody knows you, right? I mean, when I publish a video and it does really well, then the majority of the viewers in the future, after a few weeks, the majority of those viewers, they don't know who I am. They just happen to come across my video and search. So if I have Brian G. Johnson in the title, that means nothing to them. So when you add your channel name to your title, like Selena's done, and Selena, nothing but love, but I really want to give you feedback that can help you, right? You're doing a great job. You present well on camera. You're telling good stories. But I don't think this is going to help you. Like, your subscribers already know it's you, right? So I would definitely take that out of your video titles. And again, these like two-part titles, like no motivation and how to get out of a funk, just like I mentioned for sorrow, what I would do is I would find the keyword phrase right here, get out of a funk, getting yourself out of a funk. Like, I would go through these keywords and find one that looks easier to rank for. So what am I looking for? I'm looking for a video without a lot of views. So far the lowest video is 5,000 views. And the channel has 46 subscribers. Great. So if you were to only add that to your video title, I think you'd be better off. Just like I went through with sorrow and talked about identifying the channels that are ranking with just a few subscribers. This is what I would do. And by only adding that to your video title, you're going to rock it. So let's come back here. So that's another tip. Okay, here we go. Now we're getting into some really meaty stuff. In keto, low carb, sugar-free, gluten-free recipes, first thing that I have is if you're doing gluten-free recipes, awesome. If you're doing keto or low carb, awesome. Those are different playlists to me. I would break this up into different playlists. Okay, break that up into different playlists. Create a playlist, gluten-free recipes, and just focus on that. And then create one other playlist and focus on that. That's it. So like focus on gluten-free and focus on keto and only do those videos for the next 2 or 3 months and be consistent, and you'll start to grow that tribe. And then maybe go into another cooking direction, right? And stick with that and talk about food and healthy living. And I think that will help you grow a little faster than what you're doing right now. And these are the tips that I would have for you. And like I've mentioned with others, is I would take the time to plan out your playlist to create a thumbnail template that you use for your gluten-free recipes. Use a color palette. Maybe it's blue or green, and do these things and And if you do that, as soon as someone lands on your channel, they're going to go like, this is what they're going to do. Check this out. They land on your channel and they're like, oh, keto. I love keto and gluten-free recipes. And then they go, oh, here we go. And instead of this, which is all these things, it's gluten-free recipes. And every video is gluten-free. Then they see the color palette. Then when you upload another gluten-free recipe in the future, then at that point, they're going to recognize it and you're going to have an easier time creating some subscribers that are active and so on. I would, if you can, like this is a challenge for all of us, right? I mean, it is for me. It is for a fair amount of YouTubers. What is that? There we go. It can be hard to narrow down a channel, but if you want to grow, like you got to sacrifice, right? You either sacrifice what you want to do or you sacrifice the channel growth. And it does impact without question, because obviously, like I said, some people on your channel right now, they subscribe for keto. Other people subscribe for something else, and they might not want to watch the next video because of it. So whatever matters more to you, I totally support, totally cool, but these are my ideas that can help you grow, my friend. Excellent. Manly TV, thank you so much for the super chat. Totally appreciate it, my friend. Guys, you're watching a live stream right now, Brian G. Johnson TV. If you haven't had a chance to subscribe, listen, you all want to grow. You all are interested in moving forward. And I just want to let you know that like on my channel, like these videos will help you to understand the algorithm. These videos will help you to move forward. And this playlist in particular, YouTube success, like check this out, guys and gals. Keyword research. It really begins here. Keyword research. And if you want to grow, you have the option of studying these videos and really implementing. You know, one of the things that I see is a lot of people watch these videos and they don't implement, or they're just getting started. If you're just getting started, just hang in there. Offline. Are we still alive, gang? Looks like we are. Man, YouTube is so wonky today. Are you guys still with me? I see you're all still here. You guys should see, like, look at this screen. I want to show you guys this. Check this out. This is my streaming dashboard. Oh, YouTube, I just love you. And that's what it, and it says stream health is like, it's all gray. It's like not even working. But we'll just move this back over here. And that's just how it is. Oh, and now we're back. YouTube, you're funny. So I want to scroll down here and see some of these super chats. Hey gang, let's do this. I've got a number of people that have dropped some super chats, and I'm going to go through and give them some feedback. So please, no more super chats. If you're expecting, if you want to just thank me, that's cool. But at this point, I want to go through some of these super chats right now. That happened to us when we're on YouTube too. Excellent. Aqua to see. First tip for you, my friend, create a simple channel name that people can pronounce. That is a tip I would consider, because I bet you other people have a tough time spelling or pronouncing your name. I'm going to go through and do some channel reviews for those people that have super chatted me. I want to thank you guys for dropping in today. We're going to be here for a while longer. Let's just see how many people are still here. If I can move some things around, I'm just kind of curious. $46. Excellent. Okay, gang, let's take a look at some more channels here. So, 3 Crazy Sisters. Bam. So, 3 Crazy Sisters. So, the first thing I'd say is to keep thinking about your channel art. I'm pretty sure I gave you a channel review not too long ago, and I would continue to think about like your brand and whatnot. And then what I would, because again, when I come to your channel, I just like, what is it about it? Like, I know it's going to be fun. I know there are 3 sisters. The more you can make it easy for people to understand what you got, the better off you're going to be. So this is something to think about. Let's take a look at your videos, and let's take a look at some keywords. Okay, so Crazy Sisters best ever shout out video. Crazy Sisters best ever shout out video number 2. Crazy Sisters best. So first off, I see you're doing the shout out videos, and I would be weary of that when it comes to success. And here's why, right? Like, you might find those videos have gained more views, and it's fun to participate in the community. But what you want to do, the very best way to grow is, and I thought I had transitioned and I hadn't, sorry. So the very thing you want to do is you really want to target topics that people are searching for. And I see that as something that's lacking in your channel. And here's the other thing, like I want to say this, it's hard to hear, but I think we all need to know where we're at and what the journey is going to be like. And one of the things I mentioned at the beginning of this stream is that either people are coming for the information and they're watching your videos for information, or entertainment. Entertainment, information. And entertainment is much more challenging because everybody has different ideas about what's entertaining. It's a crowded space. And one of the draws is when people get to know you. And in the beginning, it's challenging because people don't know you. And that's one of the benefits. So how do you cross that bridge? By identifying keyword phrases and try to cross together information and entertainment. Bring those together. And let's see if we can do that. So I'm going to go to your channel. Okay, and Crazy Cousin. Food tasting. Okay, this is great. This is exactly what I'm talking about. Man, I see this so often. I mean, everybody here, you right now, if you understand and implement these strategies, you're going to do better on YouTube. If you consistently upload for the next year a video a week, and you pay attention to what I'm going to share, I just see so many people making the same, what I consider mistakes, right? And the problem is that nobody knows who your channel yet. Not a lot of people, right? Crazy Sisters. So the first thing in your title is something nobody really relates to or connects with yet. We always have to be thinking of non-subscribers. And then you have Crazy Cousin. Okay, so at this point, half of your title is based on stuff that people don't connect with. Crazy Sisters and Crazy Cousin. It's fun, I get where you're going, but you don't have to put this in the video title. Okay, instead, this is where we start. This is how you get more views. Okay, I see you still got 2,244 views, but I bet if you started here, food tasting challenge. And what I would do is I would make sure, I would try to find a keyword phrase. So food tasting videos, food tasting guys, cringe, food tasting channel. Oh, here we go. Food tasting kids. I'm just curious. I like this keyword phrase. Why do I like it? Because it's some of the first keywords listed when I search for food tasting. Are you guys following me here? Again, most don't do this. It's not natural. But having come from search engine optimization and SEO, this is how my brain works. And if I put in food tasting, I see food tasting kids. And I see 1.6 million results. Okay, this channel has 2 million subscribers, so not that helpful. The video views is 20 million. And see, this looks, again, 2 million. So this is going to be pretty competitive. So far, this is not that great of a keyword search. But all of a sudden, we are down to 100,000. And this video has 100,000 views. BuzzFeed, so still not the greatest. I don't see any other keywords. So I'm going to look for other keywords and I'm going to try to identify food tasting gone wrong. So you had challenge in your title, right? So let's come back here. Now we have 2.3. And I'm guessing this is going to be fairly competitive, but it's not nearly as bad, right? And I wonder, if what kind of food is the challenge about? Did you mention the type of food in the challenge? Here we go. You didn't. So, like, whatever kind of food you ate, there are people searching for that right now. Do you know what I mean? So I would, again, focus about what the video delivers. If you're eating weird cupcakes, if you're eating weird pizza with different toppings, feature that in the title, and it's going to draw people in searching for that thing, and they're going to be more likely to watch longer. So as we look here again, I'm going to go through the alphabet. Academy, app, B, C, coins, D, diet, E. Is it a game too? Food, game, gravy. Okay, watch this. So you see this? This is exactly what I'm talking about. Americans try Southern food for the first time. Like, if you can incorporate some focus around what the video is about more than what you're doing here, I think it's going to help you. And honestly, I think this is where we're going to leave it. This is a really challenging niche to crack. I see so many people like trying to grow a vlog channel, and like I said, it's hard for all the reasons I mentioned. So here's what I would do. Just start from this day and do your best to pay attention to what's trending in your niche. Other channels that are moving forward. Pay attention to topics that are relevant right now. Pay attention to things that you think are fun, and then match that with a keyword phrase that people are searching for. And you know, it's challenging, but it can be done. And when you do this, when you approach it from that angle rather than just putting whatever, like, you increase your chances for search traffic by about 500 times. So I would really recommend you do that. And just know that it is a hard road. But I think if you can incorporate this and you can really, really make these changes, you're going to be better off. And furthermore, here, let's just keep going, okay? Like, find a theme to apply to what you're doing. Because right now, it's purely entertainment. If you really want to grow, then you've got to sacrifice. You either sacrifice not willing to change and you sacrifice growth, or you sacrifice what you want to do. You know what I mean? Like, there's a lot of topics I want to cover and I haven't. I want to talk about branding more, but this channel is about video. So I sacrifice in order for the greater good of my channel growth. So I would encourage you to think about, you know what? We're gonna be three crazy sisters, but be three crazy sisters in the kitchen. Be three crazy sisters, etc. Something to that. I hope you found that helpful. This is exactly what I would share with a coaching client. Dig it. Okay, so where are we at? Oh, there we go. Manly Man TV. Excellent. So we've got another super chat review coming up here. Let me transition here. Your channel art is very small, and I have a hard time recognizing not even recognizing. Let me start that again. Your channel fonts are so small, and I just think it dilutes your message, okay? And furthermore, like, here's what's up. If you really want to grow on YouTube, then focus on YouTube. Like, which platform is most important to you right now? And this isn't doing you any help at all. Like Twitter and Instagram, that's not doing you any help at all, okay? And then this is your tagline: the best tips and hacks and advice to increase. Hey, Alex, good to see you, my friend. The best tips and hacks and advice to increase your manliness. So my advice to you, again, is to come up with a slogan, a tagline. Think about it. It may take a while. You can change your channel art at any time. Test out different things. Style, grooming, fitness. I don't think you need to say that. When I see Manly Man TV, I already know it's about that. I know it's about men's lifestyle fitness. I know it's about that. And here's the good thing. That means that you've done a really good job with your channel name. So job well done. With that being said, like, okay, get rid of all that other stuff because it clouds your message. And my question to you is, what's your most important platform? And focus on that. And here on YouTube, like, you want to grow YouTube if YouTube is not your most important thing. But just like get rid of the stuff, the Twitter and the Facebook and so on. Furthermore, I would hire someone like you just super chatted me $7. You can go on Fiverr and you can hire someone to get some channel art done. One second, please. So I have a few videos here on channel branding, and I think this is the one of mine. Let me transition here. So on Fiverr, you can hire someone and you can give them, like, I want it to look like this. I want my channel brand to look like this. And what I would recommend is really simple, less is more. If you look at my my channel brand, right? My channel art and whatnot. Stake your claim, amplify your video, Brian G. Johnson TV. That's it. That's it. Simple, clean, easy to understand. Get inspiration from Hollywood movie posters. Movie posters are amazing at really understanding less is more. Like The Godfather, it's so iconic. It's black, it's white, it's the movie name, and it's like a marionette puppet. Like he's pulling all the strings, right? And if we look at images here, you'll see like Jaws is so iconic. It's a very simple, clean image, and YouTube channel art should reflect that. So I would really encourage you to have someone create channel art for you that looks better than this, and you'll be able to do that easily. Furthermore, if you're not that excited about Instagram or Facebook, then remove those social links, because all you're doing is people are leaving your YouTube channel. They're clicking on these links. That's ending the session. And that is reducing the time spent on YouTube. If they leave, this is called a session end. The session ends with you when someone clicks that, Instagram. You don't want to end the session because you'll get a slight penalty for that. So think about that. The second thing I'm going to recommend, Manly Man TV, is that you haven't configured and customized your YouTube channel. This is all activity, right? Uploaded a video, uploaded a video, uploaded a video. What I would do is customize your channel so it looks like this. To do this, you literally have to click some buttons and whatnot. If you search for YouTube channel customization, my video is number 2, YouTube customization. Check out this video. It'll walk you through the process of customizing your video. Okay, so here's what I'm going to suggest, Manly Man TV. You've done a great job with a name. You've got a theme. It's well developed. You definitely want to and can, in seconds, you can customize your channel. I've talked about playlists. I've talked about channel branding, and you want to do those things. I would improve on your channel art. You can hire someone on Fiverr. You can work with another YouTuber, but make those changes. I'm not going to continue to dive in because you can make those changes now. And here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to give you an assignment to make those changes. Customize your channel now. Go through some of my videos to learn how to do that. And then come back and we'll take another look and I'll give you even more advice. I think I'm going to start doing this. And the reason why is I see a lot of people, they're not acting and implementing on the ideas I'm sharing. And I want to see you guys do this. It does, all the ideas in the world only matter when we implement and put them into action. So that's something to think about. And again, my friend, you've done a great job. Your channel name is very, very good. You're in a huge niche, right? It's a huge niche, which is awesome. It's competitive, but I'd much rather be in a big niche. My niche is big. Man, my niche is tough. Anybody that has got a successful channel, like PewDiePie, how to get views. PewDiePie, how to get subscribers. Casey Neistat. But that's okay, because I still find opportunity in the keyword research. I still make sure to create the brand. I do all the stuff and I keep moving forward. So Manly Man TV, and I said it right. So that's pretty good. That means you've done a good job on making it simple. Now make your channel art simple. I hope you like that one, my friend, and I'm excited for your journey. So stop back and let me know when I upload next. Just leave me a comment. I'm very curious. So thank you so much for the super chat. Really appreciate it. Cheers, everybody. You know, one day I will have far better internet connection, and my stream will be less laggy, and we will all celebrate when that day happens. But today it's not that day, and we continue to move forward anyway. Okay, let's take a look at Mike's gaming world. Wow, so slow. YouTube, what is going on? Let's refresh here. That's a messy desktop. Mike's Gaming World. Let's see if I can get you going. Here we go. Go to channel. It's so nice to have two monitors. Man, I like this. Thank you so much for the super chat. Thank you, Patreons who stopped in today and supported the live stream and supported me on Patreon. Okay, Mike's Game World. I like your channel art. It's cool. I think it's a bit busy. But I do like it. I like the visual impact of it. I like the look of it. I see Soldier 76 in the corner. I've played my fair share of Soldier 76, so that's cool. I'm definitely going to subscribe so I can follow you. So the first thing I want to ask you is, what is it about Mike's Game World that's awesome? Okay, here's what I want to ask you, Mike. Mike, are you still around, buddy? Yes, excellent. We are on your channel, my friend. Mike, what is it about your channel that's freaking awesome? What is it about your channel that somebody should stop and go, wow, this is cool. I want to learn more. If it was my channel, I'd be like, well, here on my channel, we don't just upload videos. That's for chumps. We amplify them. Stake your claim, amplify your video. That's my value proposition. So my question to you again is, what's your value proposition? This has been a theme in most of the channel reviews, and it's something that takes time. But the more you ask yourself that question, the more you're going to start having ideas about what makes your channel different, unique. And then you can reflect that in your channel art. You can add a slogan. You can mention it in your videos. If you've ever watched my videos, it's like, hey, it's me, Brian G. If you want to not only upload, but amplify your videos, consider subscribing. Very powerful, very powerful. So think about that. And that will set you on the right path. And again, this stuff takes time, but that's okay. When you start asking these questions, you can get better results. Let's go back to your channel now. And like, here's another example. Your trailer is trailer 2017. I would create text on that trailer that says subscribe. Right? Like if you've got a channel trailer, maybe it should say subscribe. And then like I would probably do subscribe and feed a poodle. If you've watched my videos, I mention my poodles all the time. People know I have poodles. It's part of my brand. So think about something fun you can add here, or just subscribe, exclamation point. Now, Classic Mondays, I totally love that. Like, I don't know what Classic Mondays are, but I want to know. And furthermore, I love that you've got a color palette so far, and it could be just this playlist or it could be for all your thumbnails, but I love that you're using a gradient that is red and yellow. Looks really good. But I think there's some things we can do with your thumbnails that can help you to stand out even more when people are searching. Random Tuesdays, Mass Effect, excellent. Okay, on your thumbnails for Mass Effect, really think about contrasting colors. This background is gray, the text is gray and blue. It doesn't pop, it doesn't stand out, and it's a little hard for me to read. In fact, if I just had to read this thumbnail, I wouldn't be able to. I wouldn't be able to discern it. And one of the things, by slicing up your thumbnail, so when we were looking at rules of third, I kind of showed the rule of third grid. Well, what you're doing is you have about you have three sections, and a thumbnail is so small, I would really encourage you to keep just one simple image that's rectangle, okay? Because it's easier for the eye to understand. So I would definitely think about that. Pokemon Heart. So you're covering a lot of games. Overwatch, HOTS, QM, StarCraft, Diablo. You've got subscriptions that looks awesome. So the biggest thing I think you can do right now is to work on improving your thumbnail game and focus on that. And what I would say is, again, here, when we talk about, like, I want to do this again, rule of thirds. When we look at the rule of thirds, it's basically photography, right? And we have, let me go back here and see if we can get something that is. No. So when we look at rule of thirds, right? Let's just see if I can do this. Think of this as your thumbnail. You don't want to split up your thumbnail into different sections. You want to just have one rectangle.
Call from.
Think of this as your thumbnail. And you want to maintain one solid rectangle shape, okay? So let me search for this again. This is a great example. This is your thumbnail. You don't want to slice it in three different sections because when you're designing, it's big. It looks like this. But when someone's on your channel, they get this little teeny tiny thing. And I can't really read that. And some of your thumbnails, like this, it's sliced in three sections. The text is hard to read. It's hard to discern. You want people to understand. So instead, keep it one big image. And this is kind of what that looks like, right? So if you look at my thumbnails, you just see a rectangle. In fact, let's not go to, hopefully I can come back here. No, damn. Here we go. Look, check out this thumbnail to the right of my mouse. Change. One word, a big face, and it's just one rectangle. Look at Linus Tech Tips, right? Check out his thumbnail. It's one solid image. It's not split up. I see a lot of people adding different shapes into their thumbnails, and I don't think it works because the thumbnail is so small. It's harder for the eye to understand. You want one simple image. And when I see this, I see a gaming PC, I see a PC and a dude, which is really what you want. So I would encourage you just to think of keeping one rectangle shape and thinking about that. And here's what's up. Like, you've got your face in the lower corner and there's a timestamp there. I would think again about your face is over on the right or it's on the left. And the other 2/3 of the thumbnail you use for text. And I would really use that moving forward. And this is a great strategy that you can use to improve your thumbnail game, Mike. And then if we look at some of these, instead of this kind of stuff, if you really, really want to grow, then what I would try to do is I would think about tutorial videos based on the games you love, right? So, see, here's the thing, Mike. as a gamer myself, I will go play PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds for 2 hours after this live stream. I will finish off my Sunday. I will relax. I will get shot in the back, and it will suck. And I will scream explicit F words from over there in the corner in the privacy of my home. And I know it's going to take me a while to come across an amazing moment. And the problem is if we just upload like Let's Play or tons of footage, then it often doesn't translate well. But if I love PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds, or if I'm really into, like, Mike, what kind of game do you love right now? Like, I'm looking here, Overwatch, right? I can find so many how to play Soldier 76, advanced guide Soldier 76. And if you really want to grow, I would make more of those videos and less of Classic Monday and Random Tuesday. I would focus on what people want, and that's going to help you to move forward and so on. So, Mike, thank you so much for the super chat. I hope you found this helpful. One of the things we did is I mentioned I do like your channel art. One of the things is I would maybe create something that makes it easy to see your channel name a little bit more. Mike's Game World. Like, make it so it's easier for me to read that. Maybe get rid of other text, like you've got Monkey Island. And maybe make this background image a little darker and make the text a little lighter so it pops. There's more contrasting colors. But your channel art looks good, but I think you can improve your thumbnails. So we talked about thumbnails today, and I would encourage you, if you really want to grow, to think about more tutorial-based, because then you're leveraging the power of information. Hope you found that helpful, Mike. Yes, excellent, Mike. And here's the thing, right? Like, if you just like uploading your gameplay and you'd love to grow, but you rather just like, hey, I'm cool with, I do what I do, then that's awesome. But if you really want to grow, you got to sacrifice something. You can definitely improve your thumbnails. And I would really think about those tutorial videos. What do you guys think? There are gamers in the chat right now. What do you guys think of my comments about tutorial videos? How many of you are on board, and how many of you kind of know that it's probably an easier way to grow? Is it a hang up? I would love to know. It would help me help you out more. Like, do you feel like I'm not a good enough player, or I just don't want to take that much time, or I'm not sure about how to do tutorials? Like, why are you not doing that in the first place? Or maybe you just, I didn't really know that. I never thought about it. But what I can tell you is, like I said at the beginning of the stream, it's two things. It's entertainment or it's information. Gaming channels collide. It's both of those things. But it's much easier to grow on information than entertainment. And you can do that. You can make those tutorials. I got a gaming channel, and I would agree with Brian 100%. Gamernomics. I like your channel name, Gamernomics. Great channel name. Brian, can you review my channel? I can't right now, my friend, because I've got at least one more. I'm going to take a look at Alex's channel. He's gone ahead and he's provided a super chat. Thank you for being here. Hopefully some of these tips sunk in. Hopefully you found it helpful. Tutorials on anything are the best. Most people go to YouTube to see how to do something. Exactly. And as you make tutorials, people get to know you, and then it's easier to do vlogs, right? I mean, think about it. If your subscriber base gets to know and like you, then they're going to be more likely to watch a vlog or a Let's Play. You know what I mean? Super Chat, Broadsword Media is where someone pays for a chat comment. I make a few bucks, and then they super chat me, and that's what that's all about. So Kim here says, I was afraid to do advice videos on writing and creating because I felt like I wasn't professional enough. And I just want to stop, and I want to talk about this. I think sometimes we think in our head, I'm not good enough. I'm not a professional gamer. I don't like have these amazing skills. Who am I to write a book? you know, I wrote a book on YouTube when I just had barely 5,000 subscribers, but I knew I would succeed. I was convinced of it. And the matter of the fact is that you can do whatever you want. You can move forward and create tutorials. And one of the things to think about is people don't care what you're. People don't care if you're a doctor or a lawyer. People don't care if you're certified. All they want to know is, do you have experience with this? Can you help me through it? If you're a writer and you want to share tips, all they care about is like, have you written stuff? And can you help me to improve my writing? So if that's what's holding you back, it holds a lot of people back. And the more you just do your thing and share your experience. And here's another hack too, right? You don't have to think of yourself as like, hey, you know, I'm going to share what you should do. In fact, I very rarely say this is what you should do. Because quite honestly, I just don't like that approach. Instead, I share, hey, this is what I've done. I'm still a very small YouTuber. I've barely got 19,000 subscribers. But I'm going to share my experience. And if you'd like to listen, if you're interested in my experience, in my journey, then this video may help you. Let's jump in and talk about how to present in front of the camera. That's it. And think about this. When it comes to YouTube, does it matter that do you have to have 1 million subscribers? Yes, you do. For a small percentage of knuckleheads, it will never be enough. And they want to see channels with millions of subscribers. But for a lot of people, gosh, 5,000 subscribers is plenty. If you've got 5,000 subscribers, it's 4,000 more than I have. And I'd love to hear from you. And when you just stop and say, you know what? I'm just going to share my experience. It becomes easy because you don't have to know it all. You don't have to have all the answers. You're simply sharing your journey, your experience. So Alex, I am refreshing the page right now. And I see all you said, my friend, was, hi, Brian. But I want to go to, oh, man. I'm a little bit laggy on my end, my computer, and this YouTube dashboard. Alex, are you still in the house? There we go. Come on. Oh my goodness. Go to channel. There we go. Alex, the best thing you can do is to improve your editing and get to the meat faster. I'm going to look at your channel, but I don't have to because I've watched your videos. I love your videos. And your best videos are when you have a fun idea and you're like, I've got an hour or I've got 2 hours. I just got back from work. Let's go catch fish and hopefully we have dinner tonight. That was an amazing video. And I don't remember all the specs, but this is what I know. I bet you could have shortened that video by 25%. I bet you could have cut out some of the meat and that would have got people to the end of your video. Here are a few tips for you, Alex. Get rid of the sub. This is a tip for everybody, okay? So here, we're on Alex's channel. I'm going to show it in just a moment. We're going to blow it up. Here's what a lot of people do. They beg for subscribers. Let's just do one of my famous science experiments. We have 45 people here. How many of you, can I get your participation? I need some hands. Just say yes or no. Can you help me? I just need to know yes or no. Did you subscribe because of this? I'm going to ask a really, really simple question. Can you guys help me out with an answer? This would be fun. Have you subscribed when you see someone in there? You guys have got lag on your end. It looks like it's getting better. Hopefully it'll clear up. Okay, great. You're going to help me out. So my question is, have you ever subscribed when you land on a channel and it's like, the channel art says, please subscribe. Does that make you subscribe? Sometimes I've seen thumbnails. Have you guys seen these thumbnails? And the thumbnails say, please subscribe. Do you ever subscribe? I don't. I don't care. I don't care. I'm sorry. I like you, kind of, but I don't really know you. And the world is populated with all kinds of people. And my time is precious. And there's a lot, and everybody is saying no, 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 no. So Alex, this might be hard for you because like your channel is doing this. And here's the thing. I think I've seen some channels do this well. Some channels have done this well where they incorporate, hey, there's an arrow and it says subscribe. And that's cool. But you really want us lead with why. And we've talked about this before, and I think you're wrapping your mind around this. When you want to sell somebody, and listen, guys, if you think, oh, this isn't about sales, I'm just trying to get subscribers. It's totally about sales. You're trying to sell somebody your channel, and you want to lead with the benefit. If you want to not only upload, but amplify your videos, consider subscribing. That's my call to action. Just consider it, and I'm done. So that's what you can think about with your channel header. And what I see is awesome fishing vids. And what I would do is I would try to come up with something that's more descriptive and unique and different. Because when I see awesome fishing videos, that's very subjective, and you think they're awesome, but do other people? The other thing I would say, Alex, and I'm going to switch to your channel now, and we've talked about this before and you switched back. I would really focus on one big picture, one simple picture that's easy to understand, like a solid background and then one message. And right now it's hard to discern awesome fishing videos. You got all these pictures. Like if you like that, which I would imagine you would, it's your, yo Techie, what's up? It's your family. It's your life. But it's hard for other people to connect with because there's so many smaller images. One big image usually does really well. So check it out. We come to YouTube, and some of the most successful channels have really simple channel art, and it's easy to understand. Believe. And this is a great example of like directing people to subscribe, but it's classy. What's your one word? If you're a gamer, take a cue from Jacksepticeye. His channel art is so clean and simple. Jacksepticeye. And that right there, it is different. It is unique. And it's his brand. It's who he is. Like his videos were unique and different and fun and high entertainment value, and that's why he won. And the thing to think about is like when I look at your channel, it doesn't grab me like that. So instead of awesome fishing videos, I would incorporate, like think about this, Alex. You have an opportunity, my friend. You have an opportunity to create an amazing fishing resource for people that are interested in fishing in Florida, okay? You just went down to the Keys like today or yesterday morning. I commented, it looked like fun. Your son is in the back seat. You got your hats on. Why not create a video that targeted keyword phrase around Florida Keys, right? I mean, this is really, all the big channels are doing this. Like here we are, like best Florida Keys fishing, and then A, adventures, B, boats, C, a calendar, D, December, E, report, equipment. Like really target keyword phrases. And hey, by MIK, really focus this kind of a thing, right? And when you do that, I really think you're going to see an improvement. Focus on the keyword phrases. You know, focus on like wherever you go. The Bay, I bet you people are, Alex, where do you fish often? What's the name of it? Are you there, Alex? Are you still around, buddy? Florida Keys. Okay. Where is the best? Watch, I've never done this, and this is going to come up. Best Florida Keys fishing. And I'm even misspelling it, and it knows. Like, this is a keyword phrase. Where is the best Florida key? Bam. And you see this thumbnail? Like, look, it's one picture. It's a big fish. That's exactly what I want, right? It's a dude in a boat, and it's like, yes. And fishing in the Florida Keys. Florida dolphin fishing, Florida Keys dolphin fishing, mahi-mahi. Like, this is a great way to move forward, my friend. Biscayne National Park. Right here, fishing. And watch this. A, address, accessories. B, boat. C, charters. Like, when you, instead of going fishing, go ask some of the charter companies if you can make a video about them. And like, I just want to make a video and feature you for free. And they'll be like, oh my gosh, thank you so much. And then go and do D, and then do E, and then F, and then G, guide. And then J. And like, if you do all of this stuff, you will grow. If you want to make money, start focusing on your local area. I'm watching you, Dutch Raptor. You be careful there, champ. And I bet you that's going to help you to move forward and get better results. So, Alex, I hope you found this helpful, dude. Again, channel art, I think you need to keep working on it. You will, dude. If you just do what I did, like Biscayne Bay, and you go through the alphabet, make those videos. Find the keyword phrases that are not as competitive, and then do 100 of those, and your views will increase by 3 to 4 times in 6 months. It'll take a ton of work, but you're already spending the time, but you're going fishing. Stop going This is, now we're getting somewhere. Stop going fishing and make videos, and if you have to go fishing to make the video, bam. Did you get that one? Like, hey, I'm going to cover charters in Biscayne Bay. I'm going to cover cool restaurants. I'm going to cover really cool ideas on the best hotel in the Florida Keys. If you do this, I honestly believe you're going to see much better results because it's more topical. And Zinsky says, Brian gives us tips for us, great tips for us. I do my best. Alex, again, I hope you found that helpful. Gang, man, this was so much fun. I had a ton of fun today. And man, I wish and there's I can see the stream. Looks like it's better now. And it's to red right now. Maybe it's probably bandwidth. But man, I had so much fun. Hey, Jen Adventures is in the house. And Jen and Alex and all the other folks that stopped by today that are Patreons, I want to let you know that this week we are going to do just a Patreon hangout, and I'm going to give you advanced and so on. And I'm trying to get everybody in. And I don't think we're going to do any more channel reviews. Nick Nimmin can go for 3 hours. I think I've gone for almost 2. That's pretty long. And I sure had a lot of fun. I hope you guys did too. But we will do more in the future for just Patreon. So Jen, thanks for stopping by. Man, I had a blast with you guys. If you guys had fun, hit the like button and leave me comments as far as next time you see me post a video. If there's a certain topic you'd like me to cover, let me know. And honestly, you know what? I'm not going to always cover all of them because there's only one of me. But I love to know what you're interested in. And there are a lot of topics that people have asked, and I am going to. Like, I'm going to be doing more videos on editing. I'm going to talk about editing a 4-hour video. Well, I need to work up to it. I'm about to hit 2 hours, so that's pretty good. I'm going to do more videos on editing. I'm going to talk about Final Cut Pro, the software I use. I'm going to talk about new features coming out on iOS 11. That's on the iPad or the iPhone. I'm going to be talking about free video editing softwares. I'm going to talk about resources online. I'm going to talk more about equipment. I'm going to start branching out a little bit. And the reason I'm going to do that is because I do have a subscriber base, and it's still always going to be about video. But I'm going to branch out, and I'd love to know what topics you'd like me to cover. So, yes, that's right, True Financials, the one and only Brian G. That's me. And I appreciate your subscribe. So thank you, my friend, for being here. Thanks to everybody. And I guess we're going to sign off. Hey, Lame Brain, thank you for becoming a Patreon the other day. Really appreciate it. And that's it. I appreciate you stopping by today. 2-hour stream. I need to go kill some punks in PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds. I'm Brian G. Johnson. Poof. Pixie dust. That guy cracked his cranium. I'm sure of it. That guy's a nut. I don't even know why them people stop by. He's crazy.